5 extremely harmful foods parents still feed their children every day. Every morning, you prepare a meal that looks absolutely delicious for your child. A golden fried sausage, a chilled cup of milk tea, or maybe a convenient pack of instant noodles. Your child eats happily, and you let out a sigh of relief. But have you ever stopped to ask yourself, out of all those foods, how much of it truly nourishes the body? And how much of it is silently damaging your child's health day by day? The World Health Organization has issued a clear warning. Several common foods, especially processed meats, can significantly increase the risk of cancer, obesity, and even cognitive decline if consumed regularly by children. But here is the sad reality. These 5 dangerous foods show up in the daily meals of millions of families, and are even considered childhood favorites. If you truly love your child, please watch this video all the way through, because just one small change today could protect a lifetime of health tomorrow. One, sausages, cured meats, and processed meats. Why should you never feed them to children? Did you know that eating just one sausage a day can increase your child's risk of colon cancer by up to 21%? This is not speculation. It has been confirmed by the World Health Organization. But the truly frightening part is that many parents are unknowingly poisoning their children each morning with what seems like a completely harmless breakfast. And why do kids love sausages so much? Let's find out right now. Sausages and cured meats contain flavor enhancers, monosodium glutamate, sugar, and fat, all of which strongly stimulate taste buds and make children crave them. This is not naturally delicious food. It is artificially tasty due to the additives inside. What exactly is in these products? Preservatives, nitrite and nitrate, used to keep the meat looking red and fresh and to prevent spoilage. Who classifies nitrite and nitrate as Group 1 carcinogens, substances known to cause cancer? Inside the acidic environment of the stomach, nitrite can convert into nitrosamine, a compound that causes cell mutations. A single sausage might be small, but when eaten regularly, it can generate cancer-causing substances. Meat scraps, organs, skin, and fat all ground together. Instead of using high-quality lean meat, many products include leftover scraps from industrial production. Some even contain hydrolyzed collagen or restructured vegetable proteins that trick parents into thinking it's pure meat. Your child is not eating meat. They are consuming a mix of animal byproducts. Additives, flavorings, stabilizers, colorings, mold inhibitors. Additives like monosodium glutamate, MSG, sodium erythorbate, and phosphate are commonly found in sausages. Long-term use can lead to nervous system disorders, fatigue, and irregular heart rhythms, especially in sensitive children. According to the European Food Safety Authority, EFSA, young children may be more vulnerable due to their immature digestive systems. Salt and saturated fats. A single sausage contains nearly 40 to 50% of a child's daily recommended salt intake. High saturated fat content contributes to fatty liver disease, obesity, and high blood pressure when consumed frequently. Children's bodies need nutrients to grow, not excess fat to store. What happens when children eat processed meats every day? 1. Early cancer risk. According to WHO, consuming 50 grams of processed meat per day increases the risk of colorectal cancer by 18 to 21%. Children have weaker immune systems than adults, so they are more heavily affected. 2. Negative impact on brain function. Preservatives and additives can overstimulate the nervous system, causing insomnia, poor focus, and irritability. 3. Obesity and malnutrition. These foods are high in calories but low in nutrients. So even though kids feel full, they are still nutritionally starved. This causes metabolic imbalances and early hormonal disruption. Dangerous misconceptions parents often have about these foods. As long as my child eats well, it's fine. But it has a label and looks legit. Just because kids like something does not mean it is good for them. Many flavor-packed foods are actually addictive and toxic. Some brands use phrases like real meat flavor, but it is all artificial. Having a proper label does not mean it is safe for young children. Food labeling standards do not assess suitability by age. What parents should remember: always prioritize fresh food. Boiled eggs, poached chicken, fried tofu, or homemade fish cakes are great options. Read the ingredient list carefully. Avoid products with E250, sodium nitrite, synthetic food coloring, and artificial flavorings of unknown origin. One bite of sausage might bring 5 minutes of joy, but the consequences could last a lifetime. As parents, we can choose convenience, or we can choose health. That choice is in your hands. If you find this information helpful, please share this video to help warn other parents who may be unknowingly putting their children's development at risk every day. 2. Candy, chocolate, and ice cream. The sweet dangers parents should never overlook. Just one piece of candy, just one chocolate bar, just one ice cream cone on a hot summer day. It may seem harmless, but these treats are slowly damaging your child's brain, teeth, heart, and digestive system every single day. And what is truly alarming is that many parents still believe a little bit won't hurt, right? But the truth is, consuming just 20 grams of sugar per day can increase a child's risk of obesity, diabetes, and ADHD by more than 40%. The harmful ingredients in sweets. According to scientific analysis, refined sugar found in gummy candies, frosted cakes, ice cream, milk chocolate, and syrup-based drinks. The consequences: refined sugar creates a temporary high that often leads kids to overeat without control. It increases the risk of insulin resistance, which is an early warning sign of type 2 diabetes in children. It also impairs focus and concentration. Multiple studies have shown that sugar disrupts behavior and negatively affects the developing brain. Artificial sweeteners, aspartame, sucralose, often added to low-sugar chocolates or sugar-free treats. Risks include negative effects on the central nervous system, which can cause headaches, nausea, and insomnia. They also harm the gut microbiome and weaken the immune system. Artificial colorants, E102, E110, E133, etc., used to give candy its bright, attractive colors. European health agencies have warned that certain artificial dyes may be linked to attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, ADHD, in young children. Trans fats, found in industrial ice cream, crispy cookies, and mass-produced chocolate. The effects: trans fats clog arteries, increase bad cholesterol, and reduce healthy HDL cholesterol. They can also hinder heart and brain development in children. Why do kids become addicted to candy, ice cream, and chocolate? Sugar and fat stimulate the brain's reward center, dopamine production. This creates a taste high that makes children crave more and more. Many products also contain artificial vanilla and monosodium glutamate, which intensify the craving even further. The consequences of frequent sweet consumption in children. Oral health problems. Tooth decay caused by acids produced when bacteria digest sugar. Weakened enamel can lead to tooth sensitivity, gum inflammation, and oral infections. Metabolic disorders. Higher risks of fatty liver and elevated liver enzymes in children as young as 7 to 10 years old. Insulin resistance that can develop into diabetes. Emotional and psychological impact. Children may become more irritable, sleepless, fatigued, and have trouble controlling their behavior. They may also develop a habit of using sugary food to cope with stress. An early sign of disordered eating. Cognitive decline. A study from the University of California, Los Angeles, found that high-sugar diets reduce memory and learning abilities by damaging hippocampal neurons, the brain cells responsible for memory. What smart parents should do. Do not ban sweets completely, but manage the quantity carefully. The World Health Organization recommends children consume no more than 25 grams of sugar per day, which is about 6 teaspoons. Choose natural alternatives like fresh fruits, ripe bananas, unsweetened fermented yogurt, and pure honey for children over 1 year old. Teach children the difference between real delicious and artificially flavored. Show them how to read food ingredient labels. Establish healthy eating habits early in life. No parent wants to take away a child's sweet joys. But if those small joys come at the cost of their health, intelligence, and future, is it really worth it? Be a wise, loving parent. Teach your child how to enjoy food the right way, because true happiness does not come from a sugary treat. It comes from your child's healthy, radiant smile every single day. 3. Fried foods. French fries, fried chicken, spring rolls. Why you should never feed these to your kids. Just one piece of crispy fried chicken. One hot, sizzling spring roll. One serving of golden French fries that your child begs for every week. They may seem like harmless comfort foods, but they are silently destroying your child's heart, liver, brain, and overall health. Why these foods are silent killers of children's health. Repeatedly used frying oil is a major source of toxic compounds like aldehydes and acrylamide. When cooking oil is heated to high temperatures and reused, as is common with fried chicken, fries, and spring rolls sold outside, it generates aldehydes, which are linked to liver and stomach cancer. Acrylamide, which forms when starchy foods like potatoes are fried at high heat, is a known carcinogen that has been flagged by the World Health Organization. Saturated fats and trans fats are found in deep frying oil, industrial margarine, and palm oil. These fats clog blood vessels and raise bad cholesterol levels. They increase the risk of early heart disease, fatty liver, and childhood obesity. Excessive salt and seasoning powders are also problematic. One average piece of fried chicken contains between 500 to 700 milligrams of salt, nearly 1/3 of a child's maximum daily salt intake. Too much salt can lead to early high blood pressure and hidden kidney damage. Fried foods combine sugar, salt, and fat in just the right ratio to activate dopamine, the feel-good chemical in the brain. As a result, children want to eat more, even when they are not hungry. Just like sugar addiction or gaming addiction, their brains are tricked into thinking these foods are rewards. This leads to poor eating habits from a young age that become extremely difficult to change later in life. The frightening consequences of frequently eating fried foods. Obesity and hormonal imbalance. Fried chicken plus fries plus soda equals the triple threat combo that causes uncontrolled weight gain. This disrupts hormone regulation, leading to early puberty and metabolic disorders. Type 2 diabetes in children. A U.S. study found that children who eat fried food more than twice per week are 27% more likely to develop early-onset diabetes. Liver and vascular damage. Old oil and trans fats accumulate in the liver, leading to fatty liver disease, elevated liver enzymes, and high blood lipids. Behavioral issues and poor focus. Children who frequently consume fried foods are more likely to experience emotional outbursts, irritability, and lack of concentration, according to a 2022 study from Japan. A warning to all parents. It is time for a change. Do not let pampering turn into poisoning. Many parents feel happy when their children eat well, but do not realize they may be feeding disease from the inside. Instead of banning these foods entirely, try these healthy swaps. Pan-seared chicken with minimal oil, steamed fresh rolls, oven-baked crispy potatoes. Still delicious, but far less harmful. Make snacks at home using an air fryer. Educate children early so they become mindful of what they eat. Gently explain the dangers of greasy foods. Let your child help prepare meals so they understand that eating is about living well. We all want our children to be happy, to laugh freely. But today's smiles should not cost them tomorrow's tears. Choose to love with knowledge, with healthy meals, and by teaching your child how to say no to harmful foods. Because your child's health begins with the chopsticks, the dinner table, and the choices made by you, the parent. 4. Soda, milk tea, and energy drinks. How artificial sweetness is destroying childhood. Every morning, there are children who wake up, walk to the fridge, and pick out their favorite sweet source of energy. Some days it is an icy cold can of soda. Other days it is a jumbo-sized cup of milk tea ordered the night before. And sometimes it is an energy drink their dad gave them for encouragement during final exams. But the saddest part is this: we, the adults, are the ones handing it to them. With the most innocent smile. Do you know what dangerous ingredients are hiding in a single bottle of soda? Refined sugar, the #1 culprit in nearly all sweetened drinks. Found in Coca-Cola, Pepsi, milk tea, energy drinks, and flavored sodas. One 330 milliliter can of soda contains the equivalent of 9 to 13 teaspoons of sugar, which is 2 to 3 times more than the recommended daily limit for children. The effects of regular consumption include uncontrolled weight gain and internal fat accumulation, insulin resistance, leading to type 2 diabetes, liver damage including fatty liver and hormonal imbalance, caffeine, a stimulant that affects both the nervous system and the heart. Present in energy drinks like Red Bull and Monster, bubble milk tea, and dark sodas. When children drink caffeine, they are gambling with their heartbeat and their developing brain. It can cause a racing heart, shaky hands, and insomnia. Overstimulation of the nervous system leads to poor focus, irritability, and anxiety. Artificial colors and flavors, such as tartrazine, E102, and sunset yellow, E110, found in brightly colored orange, blue, and red sodas. These additives have been linked to attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, ADHD, emotional instability, and behavioral issues. Tapioca pearls in milk tea, no nutrients, full of chemicals. Mostly made from colored starch and synthetic flavorings, they contain no fiber or vitamins. Many shops use industrial powders, borax, and unsafe preservatives. Why do children love sweet drinks so much? Sugar plus caffeine plus artificial flavorings equals a powerful combo that creates a false sense of excitement and alertness. This combination stimulates dopamine, the pleasure chemical in the brain, making children crave more. With energy drinks, even one small can cause a temporary high that lasts for hours, followed by fatigue, poor focus, and even mild depression. But what are the long-term consequences of too many sweet drinks? 1. Sleep disorders and declining academic performance. Children who drink milk tea or energy drinks in the afternoon often struggle to fall asleep, leading to fatigue and lack of focus the next day. 2. Damage to the liver, kidneys, and heart. The mix of sugar, caffeine, and chemicals overwhelms the body's metabolism, causing fatty liver, elevated liver enzymes, and kidney strain. It also makes the heart beat irregularly and raises the risk of early high blood pressure. 3. Neurological and behavioral issues. Kids become hyperactive, unable to concentrate for long periods. Their mood swings become more frequent, laughing, getting angry, feeling sad, and then going quiet, all in a short span. 4. Sugar overload and hormonal imbalance. Girls who drink milk tea regularly are at higher risk of early puberty due to disrupted estrogen levels. Many children develop belly fat and internal obesity at a young age, increasing the likelihood of lifelong obesity. Important reminders for parents. You decide what goes into your fridge and on your menu. Avoid stocking soda, milk tea, or energy drinks at home. Do not ban them completely. Just reduce them by offering better alternatives. Fresh fruit juice, diluted to lower natural sugar levels. Unsweetened herbal teas like chamomile or ginger with honey. Chilled water with lemon slices and mint, refreshing and easy to enjoy. Teach children to understand their own bodies. Use fun visuals. Your stomach gets tired when it drinks too much soda. Involve them in choosing and preparing drinks at home. It builds awareness and independence. We cannot shield our children from every temptation, but we can teach them how to choose the right ones. Sodas, milk tea, and energy drinks may sound fun, but they hide invisible dangers. Let parental love be more than just tasty treats. Let it be wise decisions for a healthier future. 5. White rice and instant noodles. Two familiar foods that are silently wearing down your child's body. Every day. In many families, especially those living in cities, white rice and instant noodles are go-to meals, mainly because they are quick and convenient. Day after day, your child's meals become nothing more than bland repetitions, lacking nutrition, lacking color, and lacking a future. Have you ever stopped to ask, are these familiar meals truly nourishing your child? Or are they slowly draining their health one bite at a time? White rice, high in energy, low in nutrition. It is a refined carbohydrate. The outer bran and germ of the grain, where most of the vitamins are found, have been removed. It has a high glycemic index, which causes blood sugar to spike rapidly. This forces the body to release large amounts of insulin, increasing the risk of insulin resistance and type 2 diabetes. It is low in fiber, B vitamins, iron, and zinc, leading to micronutrient deficiencies, fatigue, and constipation. Instant noodles. Empty energy and invisible chemicals. The main ingredient is refined wheat flour, deep fried in palm oil, full of unhealthy carbohydrates and trans fats. The seasoning packets are loaded with sodium, which raises blood pressure, causes water retention, and strains the kidneys. They also contain MSG, monosodium glutamate, which can disrupt the nervous system when consumed excessively. Preservatives and artificial colors like TBHQ and propylene glycol are linked to allergies and metabolic disorders. If eaten daily, your child's body can become nutritionally imbalanced. Nutritional imbalance and micronutrient deficiencies. A diet based on white rice and instant noodles mostly provides carbs and unhealthy fats, with almost no calcium, iron, B vitamins, zinc, or omega-3s. This can result in slow growth, frequent illnesses, and poor academic performance. Blood sugar fluctuations. Risk of early diabetes. Eating rice and noodles without fiber causes blood sugar to spike quickly and then crash, leaving children feeling tired, hungry again, and more likely to snack. This cycle leads to obesity and metabolic disruptions. Constipation and digestive issues. Instant noodles are extremely low in fiber, which puts strain on the digestive system. Children may develop bloating, indigestion, and chronic constipation due to a lack of gut-friendly bacteria. Unbalanced eating habits from a young age. Children who get used to soft, fast, low-vegetable meals struggle to eat traditional dishes with meat and vegetables. This creates serious nutritional gaps and food aversions that are hard to reverse. According to the World Health Organization, children should eat meals from at least 4 different food groups every day, something that plain white rice and instant noodles alone cannot provide. Relying on these foods as daily staples can lead to hidden malnutrition, where a child may appear to have normal height and weight, but lacks essential vitamins and minerals. Healthy alternatives for your child. 1. Swap white rice with brown rice or veggie mixed rice. Brown rice retains the bran layer, providing fiber and B vitamins. You can also mix rice with boiled sweet potatoes or mung beans for extra flavor and nutrition. 2. Replace instant noodles with fresh veggie noodles or oat-based pasta. These alternatives are not deep-fried, have lower fat content, and are more nutrient-rich. If you must use instant noodles, discard the oil packet and cook the noodles with added vegetables, eggs, or lean meat to help balance the meal. 3. Build healthy eating habits through love and guidance. Teach your child that tasty does not always mean healthy. Cook together twice a week to help your child develop a positive mindset about food and nutrition. White rice and instant noodles are not the enemy. The real issue is that we have allowed them to become the cornerstone of our children's diets. Always remember, eating is not just about being full, it is about eating right to live well. Because your child's health is the most valuable asset your family will ever have. On the journey of raising a child, many parents unknowingly choose foods that seem convenient and appealing, like sausages, cured meats, candy, soda, instant noodles, and crispy fries, as rewards or quick snacks for their kids every day. But behind those colorful packages and delicious flavors lie serious health risks for young children. An increased risk of obesity, fatty liver, diabetes, and behavioral disorders. Severe deficiencies in essential nutrients such as iron, zinc, B vitamins, and omega-3s, which directly affect brain development, height growth, and immune strength. Unhealthy eating habits formed early in life can lead to chronic diseases in adulthood, such as cardiovascular disease, high blood pressure, and even early-onset cancer. Even more alarming, these processed foods often contain high levels of preservatives, artificial colorings, synthetic flavorings, and trans fats, the leading culprits in weakening the immune system, overstimulating the nervous system, and damaging a child's sensitive digestive tract. Nutritional advice for parents. Replace processed, packaged foods with clean, fresh, homemade meals. Use natural proteins and whole ingredients like fresh meat, eggs, fish, tofu, and vegetables instead of sausages, fried snacks, or instant noodles. Reduce frying. Instead, steam, boil, or air fry for healthier results. Make sure your child gets the right nutrients every day. Slow-releasing carbs. Brown rice, sweet potatoes, oats. Healthy proteins. Sea fish, eggs, tofu, and free-range chicken. Good fats. Olive oil, avocado, walnuts. Vitamins and fiber. Green vegetables, fresh fruits, and water instead of sugary drinks. Build healthy eating habits from an early age. Take your child grocery shopping, cook together, and explain the pros and cons of different foods. Teach them to listen to their bodies, stop when full, and avoid eating based on emotions. Let us share this message together. For a generation of children who are not only smart, but also strong, independent, and full of positive energy. If you found this video helpful, please share it with other parents. And do not forget to subscribe to the channel for more educational content on children's health and wellness.